What up? What up, everybody? This is the Ben Herrera Show. And we got Tracy over here.
Hello.
What up, Tracy?
Hello, babe.
Babe, how you babing? Are you being a babe today? Talking to you.
Yeah, we're each other's babe every day.
You look at me like, was he talking to me or some other babe? No, but so tonight we're gonna talk about pretty much everyday things, everyday life, things that make you think. Now, or actually last night I was driving home and I was over. Where did you go? Oh, wrong camera. What the heck? Why do I have? I don't know why I got two screens up. Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
First of all, I would like to thank everybody for joining tonight. Whoever
Thank you.
joins tonight, we greatly appreciate it.
Yes, we do.
I just wanted to announce that our last full month, we had. Hold on, let me double check my numbers. Can you read that for me? 2,100. 2,811 viewers in the first month, and we greatly appreciate you. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thanks
thank
for
you.
joining. So, anyway, so tonight we're going to talk about. Okay, here's something that I've been wanting to say because the other day I was driving home from work and I was driving past where Heinz is, and that part right behind where Jackie's place and stuff is, where it turns. Well, before that, there's a brick walkway that crosses 17th Street or 16th Street, and uh, I was just coming up to that part, and I was thinking, all right, I got to slow down because I got to turn up there. Well, I pushed on, tapped on the brake, and I slid into a snowbank. Uh, there was a car behind me, and I'm like, of course this would happen. You know, I drove all the way to Kalamazoo in the same storm in probably worse conditions than what there was. And I didn't have any issues on the way there, which I will never do that again. I will never drive to Kalamazoo in the winter unless the roads are plowed and they look good.
Mhm.
Other than that, I'm staying in Holland or the Grand Rapids area because Grand Rapids is closer and it's a little bit easier to drive because it's all highway. So anyway, so I, I got out because I got four-wheel drive, so I just made sure nobody was coming. Threw it in reverse, slammed on the gas, and sped off because I'm up on the curb, and so that made me think, okay, well, that's weird. I now here's the thing that I was thinking, I'm not bashing anybody. I'm not putting any jobs down. I'm not has nothing to do with that. But the one thing I wanted to say was, can they do a crappier job on plowing? No, being
Mm.
serious.
It depends on the county, I think.
It could be. But that's the city of Holland area right there. So I mean, it's like, honestly, I barely, and maybe they're doing it when we're sleeping, but I barely seen any plow trucks out. Maybe a few of them.
I think they do it late at night or early in the
I mean,
morning.
they probably do. I'm like I said, I'm not bashing them. I'm not saying everybody did a crappy job because there's some good spots, but it
Hmm.
seems like they don't care about the side roads or the roads on the roads over by Heinz behind because it was slippery as crap over there. I mean, being serious. I'm not, like I said, I know they got a tough job. I'm not saying anything against them. They do got a important job, obviously. But I mean, I'm not saying anything against their job. Hold on, I'm not saying anything against their job or anything like that. No, I respect their job for real. I'm not saying anything. No. I'm not saying anything. But anyway, but what do you think about that?
Yeah. Are you
You,
talking to me?
yeah,
Oh.
you see your face on camera.
Right, okay. Yeah, personally, I like to drive, but not in the winter time.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind driving in the winter. I mean, it's not has nothing to do with driving. It's the simple fact that, you know,
Well, it's not
that's
only
their
us
job.
on the roads, but it's other people too.
Right. But what I'm saying is they have a job that they're supposed to plow the roads and make sure everything's clean. But it's like it's, you know what, honestly, you know what it looks like? Like, like they're barely putting the blade down to plow the road and they're just barely skimming
Salting
it.
it. I looked at a truck close by when we were next to it or behind it.
Yeah.
You could see the salt.
It was green, wasn't it?
Yes, green salt
Yeah.
way on the left
Well, it looked green.
side
Yeah.
instead of in the middle of the tires. It was way on the left side.
You know, and that's true. And I wondered that. I'm like, how's that? Well, how does that make any sense? I seen one where it was plowing. I mean, the salt was coming on both sides, but
Oh, okay.
um, that one wasn't. That one looked like it was just on the left side, on the driver's side, and it was like, how is that helping anything? I mean,
Right.
I don't know. But like I said, I do respect their job. Like I said,
Right.
nothing
And
against them,
you know what? I think they
but
do it early in the morning and late at night on purpose because it's less traffic.
true. I mean, like I said, they probably do, but like especially out like, because we live out in Township, and
Yeah.
it's like our road. I mean, they plowed our road, but it looks like they just went over it with a broom, like they were
Swept it with a
sweeping it
broom.
off to the side. But they could do a better job than that. I mean, it looked horrible. It looked like I said, it looked like they were barely touching the road with the blade or whatever it is that does that. But it was just one of those things that I had to get off my chest because it was, oh, James, actually, how much do you charge for plowing? Because my snowblower apparently doesn't work. The one that I got for free from my cousin. Nothing against that. Just found out because I just started wanting to use it, and I mean, it starts up, but it doesn't stay on. Uh, but they definitely need to do a way better job of plowing the roads. This was, I again, and I'm not disrespecting their job. I'm not,
Hmm.
but it's, come on. It was a freaking snowstorm. I get it. It was a
It's a bad
crazy
one.
storm. Yeah,
Mhm.
I get it. But come on, you guys, you get paid to do your job. Plow the roads better than that. Come on, I get it.
Mhm.
Yes, I understand. Maybe there isn't enough people to do it. Maybe it's, certain hours of the time that they do it, and there's a lot of roads that they got to plow. I understand that.
That's true.
But the main roads, or I've seen side roads that look better than the main roads. You know,
Yeah. Yeah, like our side road, Wildwood, is better than 32nd and 40th.
James said he charges 25. We might have to go see if he can come do our driveway. I mean, because it needs it.
Who is James?
Really? How many times are you going to ask me that every time he comes on?
Oh, sorry. Sorry,
Anyway,
James. What's
so
his?
oh hey mom, mom comes on and says, "Hello, son and Tracy. They're they are out cleaning the streets out late and early in the wee hours." They
Yeah,
could be.
Mom, that's what I was thinking too.
They probably are. But either way, I mean, that's a good price, James. I might have to. I'll get with you here soon. So,
What's his last name? How I want to know.
Thomas.
Okay, it's my dad's name is James too, so that's why I
Yeah, it's
said
not your dad.
okay.
But yeah. So I mean, honestly, I think like I was saying, I think they definitely need to do a better job at plowing. US 31's looking better than what it was the last time I was on it. I mean, I get it. Like I said, it's morning, it's late at night. It's, they, like I said, they have a tough job. I know. I mean, I've never done it, but it's a crazy job, and you have to make sure you don't hit anybody's cars, run over mailboxes, or
Yeah.
knock things over.
Watch
I,
out for people's dogs.
dogs, things like that. I get it. And I'm pretty sure those things are really tough to handle. Uh,
Mom, tell me what you think. Our neighbors across the street
but
made us some brownies.
no, we're not going to talk about
Okay. I'm like,
that.
should we throw them away or keep
No,
it?
let's not talk about that. Yeah, let's leave that to the side.
Sorry. Sorry, Mom. Never mind.
Yeah, let's not talk about that. Personally, I would rather they leave the little snow on the roads because there too much plowing makes it slicky icy. I thought that is true because when I would actually drive on the snow part on the road, I was fine. But that part that I slid on was uncovered. I thought it was road, so it was probably black ice.
I was just going to
So
say that that's what black ice is.
that's what it was. It definitely was black ice because it looked like road because it looked like a clear spot. So I thought, all right, I'll tap on the brakes. It was right when I came up to that crossing area, right there right when you pass Heinz,
Hmm.
right by the laundromat.
Oh, oh, and where family video used to be.
Other side,
Oh, other
towards
side.
Heinz.
Heinz on the right side of the road.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, that was a bad spot. That was actually horrible. I mean, I wasn't even going that fast, so I knew I had control of it, but I was like, all right, I'm sliding. Oh, okay, I'm sliding. And I'm in the water. I'm in the snowbank, and that car passed me, and he's probably like, holy crap, that could have been me. And then, and the other, when I got back on the road, I ended up behind him again, and we stopped at that spot uh, right there on the corner where it merges from to 17th to South Shore Drive.
Uh-huh.
He puts a thumbs up.
Oh, by Jackie's place?
Yeah, like right past that. Um, so that was cool. He made sure everything was cool. So I put my hand out there and did thumbs up. And then he took off. But yeah, that was cool that he did that. Um, so yeah, for sure, a lot of the storm was pretty bad. Uh, but it's supposed to warm up this week. It's supposed to melt most of the snow. I'm pretty sure all the snow on the road will be gone by at least. Wait, what's today? Tuesday? It'll probably be gone by Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. But snowbanks probably will still be there. But I mean, and I'm fine with that. We know we got 2 or 3 more months of winter left. I know it'll be bad, but we got family coming up, so that's cool. At least there would be no snow while they're up here. But so what is everybody's New Year's plans? Hope everybody had a good Christmas.
Hmm.
Tracy, did you have an awesome Christ Mass? What
Yeah.
camera is this? Oh, forgot about.
Yeah, I had a nice birthday, had a nice Christmas, and look
Cool.
forward to the new year.
2023. Yeah, that's next week actually. Huh, that's crazy. Oh, you know, it's basically it's hard to even think about this what I'm about to say, but it's already been 3 years since that stupid COVID thing started.
Three. Oh, okay.
3 years already that started. That is so crazy because I was working at the gas station when that happened. I was working at the one up there, by the fairgrounds. And I remember here, obviously, we all heard about it before it hit Michigan. And I was sitting there, I'm like, that ain't never going to happen. That's not going to
And
happen
then we
here.
caught it.
Well, that was 2 years later. But either way, um, Or, well, it was a year later after, yeah. Anyway, so, my brother Matt comes in and he bought all this water. And I'm like, dude, you're freaking out over nothing. This is stupid. Nothing's gonna happen. It's like one of those dumb ones that, happens somewhere else in the world and then we never hear about it. You know. But no, this one was different. Um, but it is what it is. It happened. Unfortunately, we lost some uh, family members over it. But it sucks that we had to. I mean, obviously, we move on. We do what we can. But definitely a good time to be able to reminisce and things like that. But it sucks. It's been 3 years. I honestly I see people that come in and still wearing masks. That's their choice. But to me, I mean, oops, wrong camera. To me, it's because I think I caught it once. I know I probably caught it twice. I know that for a fact.
I caught it once.
Yeah, Adrian caught it, I think.
And then I don't know
Lauren,
about Adriana.
no, I don't think she did. She never did. But yeah, so I think a lot of it is, I mean, I'm obviously, back in the mid part of it, everybody was freaking out, and it's like, oh my gosh, this thing's never gonna go away, blah blah blah. And I'm like, I mean, eventually it will. It'll die out, but it'll still be around like the flu is, and the cold and pneumonia and whatever else is out there. But the one thing I will never do is I'm never gonna get the vaccine. I will never do that. I don't care for it. It hasn't had as much studies, but if you believe in it, that's your choice. By all means, do what you believe. Um, I don't judge. I'm not saying you did that. Get out of my face. No, I'm not like that. I don't care if you did or not. That's your choice. Um,
It works for some people and others it don't.
exactly. Simple. Um, but so it's like we have to as a society to not saying like get over it, but to pretty much live with that thought that it's going to be there pretty much the rest of our lives. But it it's just going to be like the common cold, things like that, where it's going to be around regardless, no matter how we. I know how many vaccines they have. Um, I mean, I used to get. I mean, I already did, but I got a pneumonia shot. I don't. I think I got the flu shot last year. Um,
I
thank
think I
God I
got the
haven't
flu shot
caught.
last year
I'm gonna
too.
knock on wood when I say that. That's me knocking on wood. Um, the flu. If I get it, whatever. I don't care. It's gonna happen if I get it.
Adriana bought some masks,
Somewhat.
some face masks.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
So should I wear it when they come over?
Who?
The people that deliver my meds?
No.
No, right.
See, and that's the thing. You know, and this has nothing to do with anybody that does it, and I'm just thinking out loud, I guess. But if you want to wear a mask, do it.
Yeah,
Nobody's telling you not to. Nobody's telling you to do it. That's
right.
your choice. Um, I don't care if you're wearing a mask. I don't care if you got a
For
vaccine or
example,
didn't or whatever.
my
Just
both my
do whatever you
parents
want. It's
both
your
my
life.
parents got all the COVID shots, and my mom told me the other day when we were at their house, she's like, I still wear a mask at work all day long.
See, and that's okay. I'm glad you said that because here's the thing. If you got the shot,
You
then why do
sh-
you care to wear a mask?
right. My mom's
I
just
mean,
being extra cautious. That's all.
no, I, I don't buy that one bit.
What I'm
Because the
saying?
point is, the point is, to have the shot was to you know uh, protect you from from the virus,
Right.
not to continue to wear a mask. If you got it, then why would you care? I don't understand that. I don't get why people do that. Like, okay, if I got the flu shot or I got the pneumonia shot, I'm not going to wear a mask. So why would I care? Why would I need to? You're gonna. I mean, to me, it's like you know, it's basically saying I know that I'm gonna get in a car accident, but I'm gonna drive with my eyes closed, no matter how I do it.
No, we wear our seat belts.
No, I know that. I was just using that as an example. But I'm saying like I probably use that all wrong, but you know what I'm talking about. Um, it's basically saying because they know you can still contract it. Oh, I know that. Oh, of course you can still get it. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's the that was the other thing was why even get a vaccine then? If you know you can still get it, then what's the point of the
So,
vaccine?
exactly.
I mean, yeah, they say it makes it less severe,
That's
but
good.
I mean, okay, I get that, but then it still flips around of saying, then why still wear a mask? You should still catch it. To me, it's like it doesn't matter. I mean, if you're gonna still catch the flu, or still catch pneumonia or bronchitis, or you know, uh, I don't know, AIDS if you wear a condom. I mean, you still can catch it if the condom has a rip in it, or a hole, or something like that. So then what's the point? I mean, obviously, the sexual side of it is, yeah, safe sex. I get that. Yes, of course.
Right.
But I don't know. It's just, to me, it's like, I mean, this is one of those topics that a lot of people would like to discuss in civil manner because I'm here
And
just to talk.
look at
I
this.
just,
Look at this basketball player, Magic Johnson. Years ago, he had HIV. He got HIV,
yeah.
and he's still around and doing just fine.
Well, from what yeah, actually, let me see. I mean, see, Malik said this shit isn't guaranteed. People are still getting sick with the shot. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's the thing is what I said earlier was keep pushing the wrong button. Why, I mean, excuse me. And again, like we said a few minutes ago, it works with some people and it doesn't work with others, which
Right.
that's everything. Everything in the world works with some people and not others.
Yeah.
So,
That's why some parents have their kids vaccinated and some don't.
exactly. And like my mom just said, it all goes on, wait, what she said? It all goes on whatever anybody wants and feels. Yeah, I give myself, I myself give it to God. Me too.
Mhm. Me
You
too.
know,
Give it to God.
and it's true because you pretty much almost have to. I mean,
Right.
and it's population control. You never know. It could be.
Mhm.
Oh, excuse me. But, and I'm over here coughing.
And I'm thankful for medicines that God has nurses and doctors and scientists to come up with medicine to help us with what other illness.
Okay, and that makes sense. But this vaccine took what, 6 months, 6 to 8 months, or something like that for them to come up with? No, no, okay. The flu vaccine's been around for what, 50 years, 60 years. Pneumonia's been what, 40 years maybe? I don't know. Some,
Mhm.
I'm just guessing. Oh yeah, Magic Johnson definitely had money for that cure. But yeah, he don't have it anymore.
Magic Johnson.
No, he don't have it AIDS anymore, or whatever that was.
So he got a cure.
Right, because he paid somebody because he had enough money to do it. So,
Mhm.
but what I was going to say was, it's like, you know, some vaccines have been around for years. They, like polio, T, TB shots, things like that. They've been tested and showed that they worked. Now, with a vaccine that's only been around for 6 to 8 months, why would you put that in your body? Why? I don't understand that. I just, to me, it's just ridiculously stupid. I'm not calling people stupid. I'm not saying that.
Well,
That was your choice.
I want to get on topic of medicine again because you got people, okay, like my baby sister, Lauren. She's going to be on meds the rest of her life too, and I'm going to be on meds the rest of my life too.
Right. Oh, exactly.
For our own conditions, which are different, but
Right.
similar in a way that we are trusting the medicines that are helping, kind of thing.
Right. Yeah, you have to. See, and that's the thing is like Lauren's condition, um, it's been around for pretty much since she was born when they found out what she had. So they were testing well, not really testing, but they were,
Mm-hmm.
seeing which ones worked because they already knew the condition, what it was, and now they found out, or at that time they
And my
found out.
condition, I think, started in my 30s, and now I'm 44.
So you've been around since the 1970s.
Yeah,
Technically, you have.
1978.
Just say,
The
right?
end of it, though, not the beginning.
Yeah, but like I said, I mean, her medicine's been around for a while. But it's the fact that, she had to change it up a bit throughout the years,
I
to
had to
keep it
change
going.
mine up too. I went through that for a little while.
Yeah. Yeah, you had to change yours up a bit a couple of times. I remember that. But
Mm-hmm.
it's a simple fact that this vaccine, and again, and I'm not going against anybody that's done it. That was your choice. And I'm not like um bashing you or anything like that because I love everybody. It's your life. You do what you want. And to me, my personal thoughts was, ain't no way in hell am I putting that in my body. Something that's only been around for a short period of time. Now, if they said, oh, take Tylenol, that will get rid of it. No, I would have been like, show me proof that that gets rid of it, and maybe I'll think about it. But they didn't really show us proof. And then they're talking about people with blood clots, heart attacks, things like that. And you want me to put that in my body? I don't think so.
Excuse myself.
Where you go? Do you have to use the restroom?
Yeah.
Okay. Tracy will be right back
I'll
after
be right
these.
back.
She'll be back after these messages, people. So anyway, I mean, to me, I mean, like I said, I have nothing against anybody that did it. Nothing against you. Nothing against anybody that believed in it. Which, again, if that's what you wanted to do, by all means, that was your choice. Um, but don't come at me with it saying you need it because I don't. And I'm not going to get it. So don't ask me again. I've had because I left one doctor out of a hospital here in excuse me, a hospital here in Holland, Zealand area that kept forcing it on me. And I kept telling her, I'm like, look, I'm not going to take it, so stop bringing it up. Because it was like I don't remember, they give you a time frame to do it. And then I'm like, just don't ask me again, because I'm not going to take it. And so I switched to another doctor, and he hasn't asked me about it once. So, again, that's your choice. If you want the vaccine, go for it. If you don't tell anybody else to do it. I mean, don't get talked into something you don't want to do. It's like, why? I just don't get it. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Exactly. That is very true, Malik. If you, okay, perfect example. Now, if you had the whole, what's that show? Matrix, red, blue pill, and they told you without even telling you anything about it, or even themselves knowing what was in it, to take this medication. And the heck was that?
But
Did you hear that?
oh, my shoe.
Oh, sounded like a dog getting stepped on. Just kidding. King and Minnie, are you here? But anyway, so if somebody was to offer you a pill that you didn't know what it was or what was even in it, and it said, "Oh, this will protect you. You'll be fine. You may catch it. Would you still take it though?" I wouldn't. I'd be like, "Why in the freaking world would I do that?" What do you think about that? By the way, welcome Tracy. Tracy's back.
um, yeah, I believe it works for some people and it doesn't for others. And
No, what my question was, if somebody handed you a red and blue pill, would you take that pill or one of those, but they told you one did one job, but they didn't tell you anything that was in any one of those pills?
no, I'd probably want to know more about it.
You know, yeah, exactly. I would definitely want to know more about it. I would want to see more, what do you call it, studies, some more proof that
Mhm.
it works. Um, but it's just weird. It's just, I don't know, maybe,
It's like it's working for my parents. They're still around. Doing just great.
and that's fine, and that's good. And that's fine. You know what I mean?
That's good.
And that's good. They're still keep doing whatever they need to do, and that's fine.
Mhm.
Exactly. What was it made for? Exactly. That's the other thing was like, it's like they were trying to hide what was. I mean, they probably were, but it's like I don't know. I think it's a topic and a subject that a lot of people are either afraid to discuss or just want to put it behind them, which I wish we all could do that and be like, all right, let's move on with this crap. Let's get done with this. We done hearing about it. Stop putting stupid commercials about it because I'm tired of seeing it.
Yeah, and I noticed on some of the commercials, like for the HIV and AIDS commercials.
No, I'm talking about COVID.
Right. Okay.
I mean, yeah, I get that too, but that's what were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say they show a certain gender for what they were promoting
Oh yeah, I know what
instead
you're talking.
of they were showing males together instead of females together.
Right. I mean, that's the thing too. Is like, and again, I'm not against anybody that is in that type of relationship. Because that's your life and that's what you want to do, and that's fine. I love you anyways.
Mhm.
But yeah, so even like with the COVID commercials, I don't I don't want to hear about COVID anymore.
Yeah.
We as America are trying to get past this, and they still want to put it in our faces with stupid commercials. You know what I mean? Like, let's move on. Let's try to heal from this and
Hmm.
be able to live our lives. But we can't when you're sitting here throwing it in our faces all the damn time. I'm not going to get the damn vaccine, so stop. Oh my gosh, I'm out of my drink. Adrian, go upstairs and bring the lemonade down. I forgot my drink. Sorry.
Thank you.
Please. Gracias. Were you telling me that?
No, I was talking to you.
Oh. So, what do you think about the well, we got the New Year coming up. What do you guys think about that? What do you still okay? 2023, and we got 20. Okay, let's talk about let's you know what? Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. The so we got one or about a year, almost 2 years left of the Biden administration. People. Um, oh, the lemonade break. One second. Here, look at. Let's check this lemonade out. Look at it. Is this your favorite lemonade? It's mine. Anyway, so the Biden administration is. I don't know. I just don't. I just don't understand them. It's like they forget how to answer questions. All of them are like that. Like they're afraid to answer questions. I saw this video. I saw a video of this girl that was on the podium at the White House, and this guy asked her a question about that whole Brittany Griner thing, and she kept repeating it herself, like she forgot what she was gonna say. Like she was like, "Ah, crap! Somebody asked me this," and it's like, I mean, why are you even out there? You don't even know how to answer a question.
I kept seeing on TV the lady with the red hair talking on behalf of the Biden staff. Remember her?
The blonde girl,
Redhead.
white girl.
Yeah.
She have. I know what you're talking about. I forgot what her name was. But anyway, um, I think even in this short period of time that we had this Biden guy in office, hold on, let me say something real quick. You know how how people say, oh, if it, because of the president, the prices, gas prices are high, things like that, but or they're not. Let me repeat that. People blame the president for the high gas prices, but then you got those other ones that are like, really, dude? And then you got the ones that turn around and say, oh, it's not because of the president, it's not his fault, blah, blah, blah. But when prices drop, congrats to the president because he lowered the prices on whatever the hell he did in the office. He didn't do crap. He didn't do a damn thing to do that. Our president doesn't know what the hell he's doing anyway, so it doesn't matter. He doesn't even know whose hands he's shaking. Yeah, Biden is definitely a puppet. It is, for sure. I honestly, here's the thing: is like Kamala. I don't know how to say.
Camila Harris.
Yeah, I don't remember how to say her. But hold on,
She
she's
would
the
be
one.
the next president if Biden.
If you got kicked out, yeah,
No,
I
no.
get that, and we don't want to hear that. I'm just kidding. No, but I mean, who? Here's the thing. I don't mind having a woman president. Obviously, that would be pretty cool.
That'd be cool.
Can you stop doing that? But it's like I maybe she would be. I don't know. Maybe she doesn't have enough voice like the president would to actually put things in order. Uh, but who knows? Maybe she could be a good president. Maybe she'll be a shitty, idiotic moron. We don't know. But we know our president that is in office now is a straight up moron.
And
Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm freaking.
and have we heard the rumors about?
Dementia. What?
Have we heard rumors about Trump trying to
There's
come
no
back?
rumors. He's running again and he will win.
Yeah, in 2000 what?
And if they try, and that's the thing too, is like, we're not stupid. The government thinks we're stupid. But
2024?
Oh, she's a fraud? Yeah, she is. Not a detective. Oh, you're talking about Harris, Malik? Yeah, she's a freaking idiot too, probably.
Babe,
What?
we vote again in 2 years?
2024. Yeah,
2024. Okay.
November 2024. Um, and anybody that supported Biden, that's your choice. I'm not bashing you. I'm just talking. So, uh, but it just to me, it's like, how did you not know that? How can you not see the difference? Seriously, how do you have to have five pairs of glasses on to see it, the difference between Trump and Biden? I mean, really, do we really have to be that way? Trump 24, exactly. Good one. Good one, Mateo. What up, Vato? But yeah, I'm voting for Trump. And here's the thing: we're not falling asleep this time.
Right. I'm gonna vote for Trump too, probably
We're
the
not going to
same.
fall asleep this time. It's not gonna happen again. You covered our eyes on that one. 2020. You got us on that one. But you got caught though. I know nothing's probably going to happen. Whatever. Go on. Let's move on. 2024. Oh yeah, I'm voting for Trump all the way. And that's the thing is like I said, if
He's
you vote
got the money to help our country.
exactly, that's the thing. How would you not want to do that? How would you know? How would you not want to be in a more proper, prosperous country? But then you got these governors or the government now sending money to other countries to help them out and forgetting about us and sending us $2,000 checks. I'll take the money. Pedro. I'm voting for Pedro. But uh, but then you're gonna send billions of dollars to a country that you don't even live in.
Is the washer done?
How stupid are you? I'm just speaking my mind tonight. I'm sorry. But for real, how stupid do you got to be? There's countries over there that don't give a crap about the United States, but you're going to go help them out. But leave our country falling apart. Why? I mean, why waste our tax dollars to help a country that don't even like us or don't even care? Boom. So that's all it is. Anyways, so I went on a little bit longer than I thought, but it is what it is. It's going to be 2023 next Sunday. What are you doing? Adrian's over here playing with the light. Oh yeah, I believe that too. That's a perfect thought, Mateo. Because it's like, do you want me to call you Mateo or do you want me to call you Matt? I mean, I know who you are, obviously, but I'll call you Matt. We'll call you Matt. But anyway, it just seems like to me the government thinks we're stupid. Like we're not gonna like we're not gonna know what's going on. Like they try to come up with these situations to make us look the other way while something's going on. But we're still looking because we have two eyes. But yet our government. Okay, Matt's fine. Okay, thank you. Thanks, Frank. What up? But
Hi, Frank.
yeah, so it's like to me, I'm just tired. I'm just tired of it. I'm not afraid to say it. I don't give a crap what the government says. It's, I mean, Trump 24. That's all I gotta say. Um, I'll vote Trump all the way. Uh, Again, they're gonna try to find ways to make him lose, but that's not gonna happen this time because the American people are not gonna fall asleep. We're gonna make sure those votes count because if it doesn't, all hell's gonna break loose this time around. Yeah, exactly. That's true. And the government needs to realize that they work for us, not the other way around. We voted you in, so do your damn job. Stop being stupid. Stop spending money on moronic things that you. Is that even a word, moronic? Well, I just made it a word. Quit using our money to other countries. Stop doing that. They don't care about you. So keep our money over here. Help our country. Fix our damn roads. Fix our airports. What else? The people that need money, the daycares, uh, people that unfortunately don't have a job and need food stamps, things like that. That's fine.
And enough to pay for medicines to help
Exactly.
insurance to pay for the medicines.
Exactly. You guys wasted billions of dollars on a war that we don't had nothing to do about with, and you're sending money over there. How stupid are you? Oh my gosh! I tell you what. Sometimes our government just needs a good slap in the face. That's all there is to it. What do you think about that on an ending note, Tracy McGee? I'm
Benny
sorry, Tracy
McGee.
McGee Herrera.
No, I mean, as long as people have health care and Medicaid and Medicare,
Mm-hmm.
as long as we can have insurance to pay for medicine and food stamps for those who need food stamps,
Yeah, exactly.
and
Because that's another thing is the inflation and things. I get it. Things are more expensive because they're harder to get. COVID kind of you know uh, with the whole chip situation with cars and things like that. That you know what, Matt? I mean, Frank, that is so freaking true because I was just thinking about that. Help our veterans and stop wasting money on these stupid other countries that
help our
don't give a shit
veterans.
about you. Because it's like our veterans worked for you, and this is the thanks they get.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I respect our military men and women. I thank you for everything that they do.
Right, and that goes for my dad too. He
I
served.
said everybody.
Yep, everybody.
You know, it's like, how are you gonna like? Here's the thing: our veterans in current military service people should have free health care. I mean, they probably already do, but I'm just including free health care, free housing. They should all get money to purchase a vehicle when they get back. And this may be up in the air, but and tell me if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, then that's fine. Shouldn't have to pay taxes,
Yeah,
because they fought for our country. They deserve a little bit, way better than what they're getting.
right.
So that's a thing that I believe that the government has totally dropped the ball on that. I mean, yeah, they get free health care, but that's just like saying, all right, you got free health care. Thanks for helping us. You have a good day. How is that not? How is that right to any servicemen and women that that's all they get? I mean, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I believe we need to take better care of our veterans, and that means Army, Marines, Navy,
Who else is it?
Coast
Coast Guard.
Guards,
Uh,
and Coast Guards,
wait, how many are there? Four? Okay,
Navy,
Marines, Navy,
Navy,
Army,
Army,
Coast
Coast
Guard,
Guards,
Air Force.
Air Force.
Um, I can't think of the other one. Maybe that's all of them. Better. Anyway, so for sure, that's just something that like for sure needs to be taken care of, like ASAP, because it's getting to a point where nobody's going to want to join. Because you don't take care of them. I mean, how is that not noticeable? How do you not understand that?
They
Whoops, hold on.
read that one.
That's true, Matt. I mean, why do I keep saying Matt? Frank.
What did Frank say?
Oh, Matt said, yeah, yeah, bro, vets don't get taken care of. Get taken care of. Yeah, no, hell no, they don't. And then Frank says, why is it certain race can move here and be tax free for 7 years, but if we was to go to their country, we would still have to pay taxes, but then men and women that serve get shit on. And that's I always wondered that. I mean, nothing against that race, nothing against any race that comes here. I'm not saying that. But why is that an option for them? Everybody that lives here has to pay taxes, so why is it different? I don't get that. Again, and I'm not putting them down. I respect it. I respect every race. Nothing against them. Hold on. But why is that? How is that even possible? I don't understand what the. I mean, is there like something that was? Is it? Maybe it was because of Pearl Harbor. Maybe it was because of Vietnam.
I had a
Maybe it
question.
was what?
All of us on disability, do we have to pay taxes too?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You do get taxes taken out. I think, from what I remember. I don't. I'll have to look at it.
Those of us on, just I'm talking about disability. That's
Yeah.
all.
See, and that's the thing too. We got 8 minutes. We'll be on for an hour, I guess. We'll do, something to do. But uh, yeah. So I mean, like I said, I obviously there's there's a probably a reason behind it, but I'm just talking, answering questions, things like that. But I've wondered that even when I was younger. I thought honestly, I thought it was a joke. I thought people were joking about it when we were kids. And I was always wondering, like, why? Why did they? That doesn't make any sense. But I'm sure there's a reason. Can you close that door?
What?
I don't know who opened that back up, but I can hear that in there. But I don't know. I just like I said, it could be certain reasons of why they do that or why they're able to do that. But um, and that's the thing too is like credit scores. Um, why do we even have that? You know, people bust their ass to try to get a good score, keep their scores up, um, or get their life in order, get it back up to a decent level, and they still can't get anything because the banks look for certain scores.
Oh yeah, credit scores.
Yeah, I mean, why do we need that? I mean, I know there's certain reasons, certain guidelines, and the FDIC people and
We
whatever
got lucky
credit bank
where we
or
live.
huh?
We got lucky where we live
What does that have to do with credit score?
that we didn't have our credit scores checked when we moved here.
Yeah, because we just took over the lease.
Yeah,
We didn't need to do all that.
I'm saying we were lucky.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and like I said, that's the type of things in this country that I thought you were Adrian at first,
Poor honey.
but there's a lot of like things that go on in this country that are like very stupid. Like, why is okay? Here, actually, here's one more thing that I want to talk about. Why is okay? You know how they say that when you play the lotto, that money goes to schools. Then why isn't tuition free? Why are our schools closing down over the last couple of years? Why aren't teachers paid more?
And I had a question. Okay,
Wait, let me put it on you. There.
I had a question back to wearing the mask.
Mm-hmm.
Um, our kids don't have to wear them on the school bus, but they had to wear them at school, or they have to wear it on the bus but not wear it at school.
Yeah, that is weird. I remember that actually.
And that's just like buses. How come there's no seat belts on buses for children?
Yeah, I know
We
that.
got seat belts in all our cars, but why not on school buses? There should be seat belts.
I think some schools started, districts started doing that, but I'm not sure. That is true, Frank. That could be a gimmick to get people to play. Yeah. Because I remember Governor Gretchen Whitmer, excuse me, saying something about like, oh, we can get the roads fixed. We can do, because the gas tax was supposed to do that. And I mean, yeah, last year and a half they've been fixing some roads in the area, but how about you guys fix them so we don't have to worry about it for the next 10 to 15 years instead of every damn summer? So we can actually get somewhere and go on vacations and have smooth roads.
And how about you get used to, because I have meds that are delivered to me
Hmm.
twice a month, and then you just get used to certain people, and then when they throw in a new person, that throws me off.
Oh, to put your meds together?
Yeah, to help me put my meds together. Like if it's a new person,
Oh, yeah,
I'm
I
like,
know.
great.
Yeah, that is true. All right, well, we got 3 more minutes. Yeah, so
But it's
for,
either
huh?
it's. I'll tell you later.
Okay. So, again, we got a big game this weekend, Michigan versus TCU.
On Saturday or Sunday.
Saturday.
Okay.
Saturday, I think they're at 4 o'clock. I'm not sure. I gotta check the schedule. But big game. So whoever wins this one goes to the national championship. Hopefully it's Michigan. Go blue.
Yep. Go blue.
Um, because they said they'll be back, and this is where they're at. So they got an opportunity. I hope they win. They got a good team. TCU is a tough team. Um, Ohio State plays Georgia. May the best man win in that game. Maybe it's a Big Ten championship. We'll see. Um, actually, that would be cool because I want Georgia to lose. So, not that I don't want to. Oh, whatever, Frank. Go TCU. Get that crap out of here. I knew you were going to say that. But hey, you never know, dude. There might be a Michigan Ohio State championship game, so we'll see. So definitely, good luck to every team. May the best team win. Hopefully it's Michigan. I don't give a crap about Ohio State. Ohio State. But anyway, so yeah, for sure, it's gonna be a good games this weekend. Um, and I hope everybody does have a good New Year.
And be
Everybody have
safe
fun.
out there.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the snow will probably be gone by then, but everybody have a good New Year. New Year's, if you're going out and everything. And then, yeah, for sure. All right. Well, it is about down to the last minute. A good one. Good one, Malik. I like that.
What?
That's the best one.
What do you say?
He said, fuck eyes. Fuck eyes. That's funny, Frank. Dude, you're funny. But yeah. So I want to thank everybody for joining tonight. We got into some good topics. I want to remind you that Joe Biden's an asshole, and he's a moron, and nobody likes him. He's the worst president in the history of America. Next to probably, maybe somebody in the 1800s. I don't know. But okay, who was the first president of the United States, Tracy?
Washington.
Good job. You pass.
Then Lincoln.
No.
Oh,
I don't even remember. Who was the second president?
Ronald Reagan. No. I'm just naming them.
You're just throwing names out. That's Bill Clinton was the first president of the United States.
No, he was.
Hmm. Oh, George Bush was the worst president? Is that what you're saying? Or he was the second worst president? Let's see what Malik has to say. You talking about George? Oh, Bill Clinton? Oh, Bush was the worst president. Yeah, I didn't like him. Are you talking about Bush Senior or Bush Junior? Yeah, I think it is. The, yeah, either probably both of them. I didn't really care for either one of them either. See, I would rather. Oh yeah, 9/11 Bush. 9/11. I mean, I wasn't laughing at 9/11. I was laughing at how he wrote that. That was a horrible situation. See, and that's another topic, obviously. But
It happened
that
in
was
2000.
2001. Yeah, that was. I still remember from the day it happened, like everybody else. But yeah. So, all right. Well, I want to thank everybody for joining tonight. I want to appreciate your views. Again, if anybody, because I will do. Yeah, we can talk about that next one you're on, Malik, if you want. Anybody want to be on? Let me know. We can do a video chat along with video live. Oh, I'm not even on camera. I forgot to switch the camera. So we can do online video, online chat, um, and anybody in the studio want to come on through. I got John Penman on January 9th through video chat, so that's going to be awesome. And it's picking up. I'm Like I said, in the last month I had 2,811 viewers. That's awesome. Appreciate it. That's what we're here for. We want to chat, talk, just talk about whatever the hell you want, because that's what I'm here for. I want to be the next. What's his name? Dang, I can't think of his name. Why am I drawing a blank? I was just talking about this dude earlier. Everybody but Frank. Just kidding, Frank. But oh my gosh, I can't think of his name. Howard Stern. I want to be the next Howard.
Ah,
What?
Howard Stern.
Yeah, I want to. Well, not that vulgar, but I want to. That's pretty much what I want to do. And I want to make movies. I'm still gonna do movies. I'm not giving up on that. But yeah, this is fun. So if anybody wants to be on the show, just let me know. Frank, message me on Facebook, and we'll go from there. We'll set up a time frame, a date, everything. If you want to be in the studio, we can definitely set that up as well. Everybody have a good night. Thanks for joining.
Thanks for joining.
Peace.
Peace out.
We love you.
Much love.
Be safe out there and everything else. Have a good night.
Talk to you tomorrow.
Let's see. We got to see Tracy before we get up. All right.
Yeah, peace out. Much love, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Sounds good. Excellent day. Tomorrow we're going to be talking about crazy crap that's... I'm not even on camera. I'm over here looking at the camera. I'm not even on it. Crazy crap that's happened to you that you were too embarrassed to even say it. I'll let you know tomorrow about mine. Well, people know about mine. Okay. All right. Talk to you guys later. Have a good night.